I'm Bob Knight. Over the past 5 decades, I've had a chance to play with, to watch, and to coach some of the very best ever to play the game of basketball. And now, I'm going to give 16 students a chance to show me their very best. During the 40 years that I've coached, we've had walk-on players make great contributions to some of our teams. We're hoping to find one here. If you think trying to be that one guy is going to be easy, then you've never talked to anybody that's played for me. Don't think I'm beyond cutting everybody. That's too slow. Screen, set it up. Get it in there quicker. Get open. Let's go. Let's go. Previously on Night School. What the hell are we doing? Now, damn it, boys, this isn't a Brownies camp somewhere.
He being Bob Knight. He say what he want to say, how he feels. It's Bob Knight.
I got one thing I can do with it right here. You know what it is? Right there.
If you can find within you that much to make the difference, and you can show that to Coach Knight, you will be playing for Coach Knight.
No one knew that we were going to be doing some ROTC training.
This is like the last 5 minutes of the game. You've been stretched to the limits, really.
When somebody's down and tired, who's going to do what they're supposed to do?
You guys are letting being tired dictate how you play. The whole idea was fatigue, concentration. That's going to be the most important thing for the 8 players that we retain. And the 4 players that we will not retain are James, Diego, Josh, and Darion.
I put a lot of great effort into what I did, and I guess maybe he saw something that he didn't like.
The 8 we are retaining have got a lot of work to show us somebody that gets beyond everybody else. 1, 2, 3, set!
Okay, we're going to work our teamwork drill. What I'm looking for is I want to see 2 guys across, 1 guy back. 2 across, 1 back, 2 across. Now that sounds pretty simple, but I want to see one of you guys with your shoelaces tied. I want another team member, he can only go across heel-toe. Okay, if you don't go across heel-toe, I'm going to stop you, I'm going to jump your ass, and then I'm going to penalize you.
The reason why you have to be in someone's ass is because if you're not always pushing forward to the next level, you'll probably never get to the next level. And so I think that you have to have a coach that's going to really get in your ass about things that really help you get to that next level.
One person can run backwards, the last team member can run forward. Now, it's going to be your decision on how they go across and who comes back. All right, let's get ready.
Who's tying the shoe? Hey, who's tying the shoe together? Someone tie the shoe.
When you're going down there, you can only go as fast as them.
Okay, I'm
back by yourself.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
Who's going back? Okay, you going back every time? Come on, Neil. Hey, come on. Let's keep them feet together, boy.
Feet together.
Go, 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 go. Come on.
Okay. That's good. Guys, what you got to remember when we're doing these drills is that you have to minimize your weaknesses and you maximize your strength. So that's minimizing your weakness, maximizing your strength, okay? Okay, guys, let's take a seat.
How are we doing, boys?
Good, sir.
Okay, let me tell you about what we're going to do tonight. We're going to go through a series of drills tonight that will involve individual skills. A big part of what you're going to be graded on now is how well you respond to direction, how closely you can follow what we set up for you to do. I'll explain each thing that we're going to do to you, and I'll explain it to you one time. It's just like I'm here at a timeout. And now I've got 60 seconds with 11 seconds to go in the ball game for us to get a shot. So being able to pay attention is extremely important. In my lifetime, I've found that people hear, but they don't listen real well. Players have got to learn to listen. And that will be a part of what we're doing here tonight. Everybody out, let's go. Think. You got to think, you got to listen, and then you got to think. These skills that they're learning in practice sessions are essential for any kid having any hope whatsoever of making the basketball team. I want you each get 2 basketballs. I run you 4 guys across, right up here. Next 4 across behind him. Across, spread out, right there in the line. Get some room, get some room. All right, now, on my direction, you're going to dribble those 2 basketballs. Let's see how well you can control the ball right-handed, left-handed simultaneously. I can still dribble 1 ball. Let's see if you guys can dribble 2 without losing them. You'll follow my direction. Start. Quicker, quicker, quicker. Go watch the ball. Get on them, coaches. Get on them.
Keep your head up. Don't look at the ball. Look at coach.
Back. Control those balls. Control them. You got to be able to control the ball at this level.
Awesome, Dustin. Pick it up, Dustin.
It was like I couldn't handle a ball to save my life. Whether it was the 2 balls or just dribbling down the court easy with 1 ball, it was like I was just frustrated, like I wasn't concentrating the way I needed to concentrate.
Okay, everybody hold it up. All right, now, we're going to put 2 chairs out here. 1 chair will be right here on the black line on each side of the floor. Then we're going to put 2 chairs right here. You 4 back off the baseline in a row. You 4 back off the baseline in a row over there. Back off. You 4 guys. There's 4 of you. Get off the baseline. Boys, I got to tell you twice. We got Cody and we got Arvin standing out here. You got to listen. I want you to come up on both sides now. Come up to the chair. Little fake at the chair. And go to the outside. Let's see how well you can follow that. Start. Hold it, hold it. Already, what did I say? I said go to the outside. You hurt your team if you don't listen, Arvin. You got to pay attention to what the hell I'm talking about. Anybody else not understand that? You're the only guy, Arvin, out of 8 that didn't understand it.
I guess was not paying attention. Because I can do all the drills, everything he does. I've done them all before, worked them all out, but I was just real frustrated that I wasn't doing them the way he wanted me to do them.
If the player continually shows a lack of understanding or recognition, then I think this is a player that you discard. This is a player that you release. Start!
Stay low, stay low. Keep your head up.
It seems to me it's getting more and more intense because he's got to get that way. He's got to get into our heads, and if you don't do something right or if you mess up and don't get back up and go again, then he's going to let you know. We're going to work to maintain pressure on the basketball with our hands behind our backs. Defense is played with your feet, not with your hands. 4 over there, 4 here. Let's go. 2 balls. Ready? Start!
Go.
You're crossing your feet, Tyler. Slide, slide, slide. Get your butt down, Neil. Get your butt down. You're like a rabbit taking a dump in the woods, Neil. Get your head up and your butt down. Okay, now that's pressure on the ball. You try to do as much as you can in practice to make every skill more difficult for players than they're going to have it in games. And then when they're playing a game, what they've done in practice, I think enables them to handle the game situations far better. Okay, here's where we are. End of the game. Loose ball. We got to get it in our possession to win. I'm going to put the ball on the floor. When I say get it, you go after it on the floor. I want to see who's willing to go on the floor, get a skinned up knee, a banged up elbow, but get that loose ball so we can win the ball game tonight. Got that? Sure. Get it! Next two! Get it!
Hey,
get the hell out of there, Cody! Next two! Get it! Next two! Get out of there! Get it! Next two! Get out of there! Next! Go get it! Get out of there! Get out of there! Next two! Get it! Get out of there! Get out of there! Next two! Get it!
Let's go!
Out! Next two! There's no ball there! Next two! Get it! Next two!
Let's go! Grab the ball!
Beat them to it! We gotta beat those guys! Get out of there! Get that ball, get it! Next two, get out of there! Next two, AJ, get the ball! Knock AJ on his ass, get him out of there! Let's go! Next two! Okay, right here, boys, that's good. That's the way to go after the ball. Okay, now, you guys will all recall that when we first started, we gave everybody a tablet. And we told you to make notes of the things that we were talking about as we went along. So you could refer to those notes. So that when we said no dribble, that meant no dribble, Arvin. So that when we said outside man's a screener, did we ever say that? No, sir. No, we never said that, did we? Huh? Okay. Think a little bit, boys. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow, okay? All right? Wait a minute, one other thing. I know that you guys have all been keeping notes and studying on what we've talked about, and you've got good notes. You've done that every night. You probably have studied them pretty hard. Well, I hope you have, because tomorrow, maybe the most important thing we're going to do is give you a written test on what you know. You'll have a written test tomorrow on all the things we've talked about since you've been with us. We'll see who's been listening. We'll see who's been paying attention. We'll see who knows what the hell we're doing out here. I'm a great test maker. I want you to understand that. We'll see you tomorrow, boys.
Take on three.
1, 2, 3, take!
His grandson is a...
Diamond Dog River.
Today was pretty exhausting. It kind of bumped up a level, went up a notch.
How's the leg?
Sorry, man. I'll get through it. I acquired the injury while I was going up for a layup yesterday in practice, and somebody came over to block my shot, and I took a knee to the thigh. And it's really hard to get around right now, but I have faith that I'll be able to get through it, and it'll just push me a little bit stronger.
I'm physically exhausted. All I keep thinking about is basketball. I can't fall asleep here. The minute I step in this house, all I keep thinking about is basketball.
On both of y'all.
You're gonna break it.
Shaq, you broke it.
It ain't broke.
You think you're Shaq. You think you're Shaq. Darvin Ham.
I know exactly. Oh!
Well, we're with the guys we're competing against for the one spot. It's weird in the sense that you know that some of y'all are going home next time. You don't want it to be you. Obviously.
Yeah, practice hard. Practice. Maybe you'll be able to beat me at something.
Are you kidding me?
Come on, Shaq.
No.
Hey, the little guys keep driving us in the hall. I'm gonna start hammering on them.
Are you?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna pick hard, dude. I'm gonna send them to the ground. Hey, so you see Arvin throw that bow?
No, they asked me about that.
On who? On him.
I didn't even feel it.
You were both on the ground. Arvin just looks at him and goes,
We were on the ground?
Yeah.
Like after we had already gotten the ball?
Yeah, he goes both fighting for it. And I was like, wow.
Are you serious?
I guarantee you, I come in that lane.
You get hammered.
I guarantee you, I come in that lane tomorrow, and I'm gonna get one of y'all. Y'all gonna get hurt tomorrow in that lane.
Drop a karate kick or something?
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna come in there, and one of y'all gonna get hurt.
What are you gonna do?
Come tomorrow. Hey, y'all just make sure. Come tomorrow in the lane. I'm gonna come in there.
Hey, we always
and all this mess y'all talking. I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna back it up. What?
You haven't backed nothing up.
I'm gonna back it up.
It's over.
Exactly like I said. Like I said, never backs it up.
Some of them don't like me. I don't know. Like I said before, people either hate me or they love me, but I'm not really here for them. I'm here to do one thing. That's just win the show.
He ain't doing nothing on the court right now. The kid's just messing up left and right. And sure, he can work hard, but, you know, right now he's just a fake.
We're going to come out and work 4-on-4, playing against our scholarship players.
Man, it was just intense.
Get up on the high post and set a screen!
ESPN Original Entertainment proudly presents the defining year of Sebastian Telfair, the high school basketball star from Brooklyn.
People get up and go to work. I get up and go to school and play basketball. It's not no game. This is serious.
The streets got me. All my people's got me. Faith in them and their faith in me be making me push beyond my limits. People got me through the fire. I mean.
Through the Fire premieres Sunday, March 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Presented by Walmart.
Call today and get your next notebook from Dell, home of America's favorite notebooks. Get this Inspiron notebook with an Intel Celeron M processor for only $499 after.
I knew these guys had a quiz later on, and so I wanted to kind of warm their brains up so that they can be ready for that quiz. Using only legal rules, people on the left side must end up on the right side, and the people on the right must end up on the left. What I've learned from Coach Knight is that it's not just physical ability is going to make you a great player. You have to be a smart player to play for Coach Knight. This is what you cannot do. You cannot move backwards, move around someone facing the same way you are, or make any move which involves two people moving at once. So basically, we're going to have the people in the black jerseys facing this direction, the players in the white facing this direction. Let's come up here. I'm going to time this, see how well you guys can think your way through this. Ready? Start. I wanted to get 3 things accomplished. I wanted them to trust in the task. Wanted them to stay competitive, even though we weren't doing something that was basketball.
Come on. Go.
And number 3, what I was looking for was for them to work as a team.
Turn around.
We're done, sir. That took too long.
42 seconds. That's pretty good.
I was like, man, this is seriously a waste of my time. I don't think this is going to make me a better athlete. I don't feel any smarter.
I think Dustin's attitude was basically him trying to think too much. He's thinking, this is not going to help me any, but, you know, it really did have something to do with him because people were watching how he responded. You guys give up? No. Coach has coached for 40 years. He's won 3 national titles. There's no way that they can understand everything he's going to be throwing at them. And so they don't need to come into the workouts with the mindset that they're going to pick and choose what's important and what's not important. What you got to understand is this may seem like a little childish, but you make the team. Coach Knight's your coach. You're going to trust him? Yes, sir. That's it. Good job, guys.
Good job, boys. Good job, gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 10.
To me, Coach just has an energy second to none, just in terms of how he lives his life. He gets more out of any 24-hour period than anyone I've ever been around.
There's another one, Braden.
Oh, can I do it?
You want to bring him in?
No.
Huh?
No, can I hold it?
If you promise me you'll flip it out.
Yeah, I will.
Because if you don't, I'm going to dunk you.
Coach that I see is absolutely the funniest person I've been around. He has a great sense of humor. It's also, I think people don't see what a caring person he is.
You hope it doesn't what?
Poop. Like last time I saw it poop.
The problem is the perception in the media. You know, that he yells at everybody, that he yells at the referees. You know, that's about 2% of what goes on.
You gotta hold him.
With his tongue like that?
Yeah, just he's heavier now, so get your thumb way down in it. Now let's see if you can make it somersault. Right out there.
I did more than one somersault.
Not bad, that's a triple header.
Yeah.
Family is really important to him, and you can see that with how he is with his sons. And his grandson is extremely important to him. He has a great time with him.
Home run.
Good, home run.
You gotta run.
Wait.
Number one, coach is a teacher, and he's always teaching. Now, with any teacher, if you continuously go over things over and over with a kid and they're not grasping it or picking it up, then yeah, you've got to try different ways to motivate them.
Well, every time you hit a home run, that's what pitchers do. They throw it inside. Okay, here we go. You got to hit a good one, then we'll quit. Ooh. That's it. That's enough. Go help Karen.
Next on SportsCenter, we're going to reveal the #1 seeds 1 week early. Tiger gets taken down to the wire. Bad news for NFL labor talks, maybe good news for Chad Pennington, and at the Oscars with Mark Cuban. SportsCenter after night school.
We at war.
Listen up. We are now Operation Desert Storm. Incoming!
Show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down.
I love this job. Jarhead, ooh, on DVD Tuesday.
Frank passed away peacefully, a beloved husband, father, and grandfather who gave selflessly to his community and cherished his family deeply. And while gathered here in sadness, it's also time to rejoice in his memory. Now, Frank will embark on a new journey, a journey that...
The world may not come with an easy button, but your business does. It's called Staples.
That's shrapnel just waiting to happen. Hey, let's jack things up. I think we got a winner.
Oh, sweet, AC.
Jack X, rated T for teen.
Dennis Rodman, rebounding champ. Josh Lynn, excellent speller. Crows versus Joes, premieres March 6th only on Spike TV. Kevin Green, all-pro linebacker. Jorge Santos, chess enthusiast. Crows versus Joes, premieres March 6th only on Spike TV.
Coach, I can't get up. Ow! Oh my gosh. No way I could have touched my toe yet.
My calves are killing me. If it's above the free throw line, step 1 foot to your man. Below, step 1 foot to the ball side. Ball side. I have to be the dumbest out of all of us when it comes to this.
Some guys, when they got the notebook, they just wrote in it kind of the first day when we were in front of coach, but after that, they didn't really
write anything, and they just, like, pretty much forgot about it.
I never took notes. I was more concerned with the ball. Like, give me the ball and let me show you what I can do. But then when he's gonna ask me like a written test, I'm like, golly. Coach coming in? Yeah.
Fellas. Okay, guys, spread yourselves out a little bit here. Let's get on the benches. Let's get spread out a little bit. We got your test. You guys all have your pens because of your notebook, so get your pen. AJ's ready to go. Arvin's ready to go. Go ahead, Stu. Give everybody a test. There's one for Tyler over here. Hold them face down. You can hold the test face down. You're aware that after our work today, we're going to reduce our squad from 8 to 6. These test scores are going to play a part in that reduction, as well as the retention. You're going to have 5 minutes to answer the 12 questions. Each question involves an important thing relative to either our offensive play or our defensive play. Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Start.
When Coach tells them that it's going to be part of the performance and it's going to be part of how they make the team, I really thought it raised the ante on them looking at each question and trying to come up with a real good answer.
I think that was the first time I've ever felt like I was dumb. I was legitimately dumb.
Time. Make sure your name is at the top of the page. Let's hand them in. Good luck, fellas.
I think that's a huge part of Coach's evaluation, where we come from mentally. He really wants to know the guys. They can concentrate and do what is instructed of them.
Play hard. Leave everything on the floor today.
Shoot. You good, Tyler? Did you able to notice? I know. Cool. No. Oh, you did? I remembered him saying it, but I cannot remember what it was. I heard that one time.
I think I did all right on the test. There was 12 questions, and I'd be surprised if I missed more than 2 or 3.
That's what I was going to say. When we're sitting in the chairs, he probably said that when he said that line story.
I think I might have got 100 on the test, actually.
Okay, boys, we ready?
Yes, sir.
You loose?
Yes, sir.
You got to play your tails off. Let's get in here. This is our last session before we move from 8 to 6. Then we're going to come out and work 4-on-4. Each group of 4 will be involved in either 3 or 4 minutes of 4-on-4 playing against our scholarship players. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The non-scholarship players had to learn how rough this is, how tough this is. Now, all of a sudden, they're playing with good athletes, and these athletes are very physical with them. How do they react to it? Do they back off, or are they actually able to accomplish some things?
He came out and he goes, we're going to play against the scholarship players today. And you could tell on some of the kids' faces, they were a little nervous. Man, I was like, yeah, I'm coming for you, boy.
The whole theme is teamwork. Offensively, that involves reading, cutting, screening, helping each other get open, getting the ball to the guy when he is open. If you don't have a good shot, you give it to a release man, and we continue working. Defensively, helping one another through screens. We're not switching. All right, we're going to go straight 4-on-4. Let's see what kind of teamwork we have on both sides of the ball, the offensive side and the defensive side. The problem with the drill is that you've set up something. and the kid really doesn't have to recognize the situation. So the drill is primarily to teach techniques. But now the whole key is putting kids in situations where they can recognize what it is that they must do. And you can't do that in a drill. You've got to play. You've got to play 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. I've got the white team. Pat's got the black team. All right, here we go.
The first thing I thought of when they came out on the court was, now we really get to go against like the big time, and we get to show Coach how well we compete.
All of them, every single one of them was stronger than every one of us.
Physically, this was Big 12 basketball, no doubt in my mind.
Let's go, Arvin. Handle the ball now. Get open. Get open. Somebody open, Tyler. Good. What do we got, Cody? Good. That a boy, Cody, 30. Get in the hole. That a boy. Good screen, good shot. Black ball.
Don't switch. Don't switch.
Get into him, Marv. Get into him. Stand. That's too far. Get into him.
Don't play behind, Cody. Block out.
Okay, we got completely lost, Arvin. Got completely lost.
Coaches yelling at instructions, and you got the assistant coaches on the sides yelling, telling you what to do and stuff like that. But, man, it was just intense.
Get in the screen.
Get off the lane. Get off the lane. Cody, you're cutting.
Get through, John. Good pass. Really good pass.
I got him right when he cut it on the baseline. It was a nice cut, too. So that was nice. I felt good. Like, I kind of got him back one there.
Poor position to help, Black. You had nobody in help position, and the ball's on the baseline. That was a hell of a pass, Cody. Stand. Get up into him. Get into him.
Set him up.
Back screen, Jeremy.
Finish. No sense of drill, but you got to go up with it.
Good job, White.
I think they expected us to back down, and we didn't. I think it kind of caught them off guard that we hustled as hard as we did.
Arvin, Tyler, that's the way to double up on somebody. White ball. There's something unbelievably grand about teamwork. It's beautiful. Teamwork is each kid trying to make each other kid better. It's being as concerned about the other kid as you are about yourself. Get open.
Cody, you're the cutter.
Talk, Black, talk.
Where's the help? Come on, Drew.
It was a great lesson for our scholarship players, and the walk-ons were successful and really won some games. It was a great teaching point for us with our players.
Get above him, Cody.
You got to move, John.
Good help, Tyler. Really good help.
And it's something you can guarantee yourself that Coach Knight will bring up, not only today and this week, but I imagine Coach will be bringing that up in February and March, the way that the walk-ons, beat some of our guys.
Drew.
Come on, get rid of it, Arvin. I'm tired of seeing you dribble. No balance. Get some balance. Get into him, Jeremy.
Cody, stay there. You're
talk, Black. You haven't said a word.
Let's go. Move. There you go, bucket. Get wide again, Cody.
Oh, attaboy. Good screen, good shot.
When we were walking off the court, all I could do was just, grin, because we just got done playing against Big 12 players, and we played good against them.
Yeah. I'm excited. Winning to me is fun. I was winning. I was like, yeah, boy, I'm here to stay.
Once you're playing against a 6'8", 6'9" guy, you gotta start using your mind a little bit more.
Come through. Hey, go, Cole. Go.
This isn't like playing in the Intramural League, AJ.
Wouldn't be surprised if I was kept by next round, but we'll see.
On Selection Sunday, who's in?
That is going to be the most compelling region.
Who's out?
That is not fair.
Who's got a long road ahead?
They're a half-court team, and that's where they're going to get beat.
Dive into the brackets with Reese, Digger, Jay, and Dickie V.
To win a national title, you've got to be able to go inside.
They have proven they can play with anyone.
Before you fill out your bracket, pencil us in on Selection Sunday. Bracketology, presented by Staples, begins at 5 and continues at 7 Sunday, March 12th on ESPN.
Once upon a time, darkness and cold filled the world. Then one day, Prometheus decided to steal fire from the gods and bring it to Earth. Suddenly came a flash of lightning, and the first torch of the nearest man was afire. Quickly the flame passed from hand to hand, from city to city, country to country, until light and warmth filled the earth. That is the story of our industry. As hotel men and women, it is our responsibility to fill the earth with the light and warmth of hospitality.
The Hilton family. 9 distinct hotels. One simple philosophy.
Before winning the World Series of Poker, my life was quite different. I was your typical 9-to-5er. Get up, go to the office, work on the computer all day, come home, play with my daughter, eat dinner with the family, put my daughter to bed, and play some online poker at PokerStars. Playing poker on the internet at PokerStars is very convenient. Go to PokerStars, you're in a game in seconds, playing poker for as long or as short a time as you like. I'm just a normal guy who likes to play poker, and PokerStars.net is a great way to improve your game.
Hot dogs and soda at the game, $16. Movie tickets and a popcorn, $22. Mints and a diet soda, $3.25. The new trick at the checkout line, priceless. For a whole new way to pay, MasterCard introduces PayPass. Amazingly faster and safer than cash.
The ball does not come to people. People go to the ball. You've got to get yourselves open. You've got to help each other get open. White ball on top. The key is, how does a player perform under you as a coach? Does he continue to play just like he did in high school? Or does he see and recognize this is a whole new ball game? Okay, now, White, come here, White. Come here, White. I want all 4 Whites right here with me. White! Damn it, listen. Come in here. All right, now, let's work our butts off. Let's get a bucket on the first possession. Let's go.
Like the great players do. Like Michael Jordan did in big games. He just stepped it up a notch. So we have to step up when a big challenge comes to us, too.
Go, let's go, let's go. Come on, John, get into it, John. All right, hold it. You're out of bounds. Black ball, black ball. The fact that you could call a foul every other second probably for somebody pushing or shoving. They don't get that in the intramural league. They don't get that playing in the rec center.
Bounce the floor, bounce the floor.
There's another 3-footer we missed. Get open, Neil. Get a screen, Neil. Come on, that should have been yours. Get rid of it, Cole. Reverse it.
Kick.
I think I'm doing okay as far as running up and down the court, but I feel like I'm not really getting in the flow of the game right now. It seems like I'm kind of going through the motions without really getting involved.
Black ball. White ball. White. Come on, Cole. Screen, AJ. Screen. Get somebody open. Set it up, Neil. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Come on, Daryl. Come on, Martin. Okay, good, Jay. Get it, Bobby, Martin. Come on, AJ, get rid of it, get rid of it. They're going to be all over you. This isn't like playing in the intramural league, AJ.
I think I could have done better in terms of taking care of the ball. I think I could have done better in a lot of stuff.
Well, screen left. Come on, Jay.
White ball, white. Black ball.
Once you're playing against a 6'8", 6'9" guy who outweighs you by 100, 120 pounds, you got to start using your mind a little bit more, and that's when knowing the game comes into play.
Tanner, get the hell away from the sideline! Black again, take it again, Black. Get up on the high post and set a screen, Tanner. Let's go, get into it, AJ, get into it. Okay, that's it. That's it. Our non-scholarship kids are going to be playing more and more against them. So more and more will be demanded of them simply because they're playing against the very best competition here at Texas Tech. All right, now, in the 4-on-4 work that we just went through, you kids did a great job with energy, with aggressiveness, trying to match what's being thrown against you. But that gives you a little bit of a taste at what basketball at this level is all about. That's the end of this session with 8 guys. We're going to get together now, the coaches. We're going to go everything that's transpired between the beginning and this moment. When we come back out, there will be 6 guys. We retain 6, we release 2. We've had a great effort with you 8. Now we'll see who stays for the next round. Okay, you guys can go on back to the locker room, relax, and we'll bring you back out here. All right.
1, 2, 3,
Like I was just getting frustrated, not having fun. Coming out trying to be too focused, not playing like I can play. I was losing the ball, just couldn't handle it. I wouldn't be surprised if I was cut by next round, but we'll see.
When agility gets down with utility, it's worth a closer look. Torrent, a new crossover from Pontiac, designed for action.
Oh, hey, hi, I'm Dacre. Don't mind me, I'm just a dermatophyte. You know, a nail infection. All I want is to get in here and live under your nail. You can't get me with clippers or those surface treatments you try on your own. I'm in too deep in your nail bed. I'll make myself comfortable, invite a few friends. Settle in.
Do you have thick, discolored, or flaky nails? It may be caused by an active live infection that may spread to other nails. Go online now to learn about prescription-only Lamisil tablets. Unlike OTC surface treatments, Lamisil is a pill that works through the bloodstream to target and attack the infection at its source, underneath the nail. In fact, you can start to see clearer, healthier nails in just 3 months. Lamisil isn't for people with liver or kidney problems. In rare cases, serious side effects in the liver or serious skin reactions have occurred, so your doctor may do a simple blood test. Other side effects including headache, diarrhea, indigestion, and rash were generally mild. Ask your doctor about Lamisil. Once daily Lamisil tablets. Get your nail infection where it grows.
Okay, guys. Stu?
Yes, sir.
The test was a really good idea. Give us a little rundown here on the test.
Basically, everybody missed about 2 questions. There was one kid that missed 4.
Who missed 4?
Zanelli, Arvin.
Okay. All right. Figure that in what we're doing. Let's start with you tonight, Stu. If you've got one guy that you think we can definitely cut, the top guy to cut, who would be number 1?
AJ. AJ's been dogging it the last couple of sessions.
Yeah, a little bit of an attitude that we don't want, really.
Not for our team.
What do you think, Chris?
Coach, it is time for AJ 12 to go.
AJ. Pat.
I mean, just definite. Cody, number 5.
Okay. Who would your second choice be, Stu?
Cody 5.
Cody 5.
There were better guards. Really good athletic kid. There were just better guards out there than he was.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
Neil Wilson, 45. The other 2 bigs have significantly passed him in my mind. I mean, I think he goes from being, in some of our minds, the best player on the first night to, I mean, he doesn't know what he's doing in terms of the way we play. He's a strong kid, he's a good-looking kid, but he has the same idea on a screening angle tonight that he did 2 weeks ago.
Or cut. You know, he cut 6 feet away from everybody. I mean, it hasn't made a cut yet. Let's say that we're going to do away with Cody 30, Cody Keller, or Neil Wilson, 45. Who would you choose, Stu?
To stay, I would choose Neil Wilson to stay.
Chris?
No, Cody Keller stays.
Pat?
Neil Wilson stays.
I'd say that Keller stays, so we're kind of split on that one.
Nobody in a leadership role or a head coaching position like Coach wants yes men on their staff, you know, guys that agree with everything Coach says. The fact that we will agree on a player or disagree on a player, or even sometimes maybe argue about a player, to me just means that we're a productive staff, a healthy staff, you know, a staff that works together well.
Let's think about Arvin. I don't like Arvin's inability to listen and the mistakes he makes because he just isn't focused, but it's almost that his energy overcomes some things.
His energy put a lot of points against some of our guys.
Yeah, his energy was probably the most apparent thing in the non-scholarship kids.
But he is one that's on the edge, like you said, Coach, for not.
Well, that's going to be his biggest problem.
Arvin's a tough guy to read. You know I had him on my list a lot of times to cut him, and after the next workout, I thought he might win the competition. He's a competitor. He's obviously talented as a basketball player, but there were some things that he really lacked in terms of listening and being a team player. He's one of my 2 cuts. When it all is done, you know, when we're done with the deliberation, we all walk out of that room as a team, as a coaching staff, on the same page.
This is our best setup going from 8 to 6. Are you all agreed to that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what we've got then.
I'd probably have to give myself a C plus today. I really didn't think I was making enough plays. I really want to be a playmaker and get my teammates involved and make them better, which I didn't do too well today.
When Coach walks out, at least I know me, I start getting sweaty palms, you know. Mouth starts getting dry and stuff. You just got to wait and listen, but it's pretty intense. It's real intense.
I'm thinking when I come in here, I'm going to win this. This is mine. So every time we have elimination, I'm thinking, if I lose, this is embarrassing. If I lose, I didn't back it up. If I lose, what am I gonna do?
Boys, knowing that there's absolutely nothing I can say that makes it any easier for the 2 guys that we're going to release, I'm still going to say 2 things. I said when we were at 16 that under many different circumstances, I would really enjoy working with those 16 players, 8 of whom were you 8 guys. Now, as we've gone to 12 and to 8 and now to 6, I become more attached to players as we move along. It becomes harder to release players, and it becomes harder to those of you that have worked hard to stay this long. You guys collectively, from end to end, have really worked hard. But fellas, the name of the game is that we just continue on with 6. And the 2 guys that we're going to release are Neil Wilson and Cody Brown. The 6 of you that are remaining will get together tomorrow. These 2 guys, Neil and Cody, have helped you other 6 guys get to where you are. You 6, we'll see you tomorrow. And it gets tougher and tougher, not just for me, but for you guys also. Keep that in mind. Okay, boys, we'll see you tomorrow. I really think that Neil would be a player that would be able to probably play very well in a 5-on-5 situation with his role. But we're not looking for roles at this point. And Cody just scraps and plays hard and is a kind of kid from an attitude standpoint that you want on every team that you have. And physically, he's probably just not as strong as anybody else that we have out there. But for any coach that works with kids and has kids that he likes, the most difficult thing in any sport for any coach is to say, son, you're not going to be able to stay with us any longer. And I know it's hard on the kids, but it's equally hard on the coaches.
It surprised me. I mean, I thought I had a decent couple days. I mean, made some shots, made some passes. I mean, I did throw the ball away. I played some good defense, but I wasn't expecting it tonight.
I'm still a little bit confused on why Cody and Neal are gone, because if I was going to pick a guard and a post, it'd probably be those two that fit best into the Tech system. The whole time I thought Neal was kind of the front runner. He did things solid every day. He's a great listener. He does what Coach asks him to do, and for a big guy, he's just so athletic, gets up and down the court and can do so many different things. So it just makes you realize that any cut, you can be gone no matter how well you play.
What Neal ran into was a lack of consistency and a lack of improvement. And improvement's a key word in basketball or in any sport. I mean, you got to improve.
I was honestly kind of surprised, but, you know, I just want to thank God. God's sovereign. Even though I can't understand what's going on, he knows what's going on. He has a plan for my life. And so just to get this opportunity, I've always wondered what it'd be like since I came to college. And to have the opportunity that I had has been amazing. So this is where God wants me, I'm sure.
I'm not tall. I'm not strong enough. I throw the ball away sometimes. But, I mean, I gave it a shot, and I got close.
When I walk out that door, I'm going to keep my head up. I'm not ashamed of anything that happened. You know, I tried as hard as I could. I'm just going to keep on keeping on, you know.
Next on SportsCenter, we're going to reveal the #1 seeds 1 week early. Tiger gets taken down to the wire. Bad news for NFL labor talks, maybe good news for Chad Pennington, and at the Oscars with Mark Cuban. SportsCenter after night school.
The minute I met Tony, I knew who that guy was. I don't know if I loved him in spite of it or because of it.
Pontiac invites you to see what's next on Night School.
Coming up on the next Night School.
I did not see that one coming, really.
If I had to pick one guy to stay who I knew would stay, it would have been Neal.
It's really hard to figure out coach's decisions now.
I'm figuring out what we're going to do with our practice this afternoon. I really jumped on those kids of ours because the TV kids just played their ass off. If I had only one ingredient on my team, it would be enthusiasm. Let me hear you say enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
That's not good enough. The best teachers that I've ever known have all been intolerant people. They don't like mistakes.
Oh, my bad.
I don't want to hear my bad. We know you made a bad pass.
It's very important that the players in the night school have a chance to play against our guys.
But they come out here looking at us like we don't belong, like we're opportunistic for being out here.
Good job, coach.
They were playing hard. I mean, they were fouling a lot, but that's how the games go usually in Big 12.
Because you work so hard, you guys ought to take in the South Plains Fair tonight.
Let's go, boys.
Who has earned the right to go on over all the sessions that we've had?
And a tough decision.
Every time I'm going into it thinking I'm on the bubble, I know I can be gone any instance.
The two players that we are going to release are, I think that's probably the toughest decision that we've had.
Brought to you by Pontiac, official performance machines of the NCAA.